Hi, this is Marty from Blue Lightning TV. I'm going to show you how to create pop art portraits from photos and how to replace the photos without having to redo the effects. Open a photo you'd like to use for this project. I downloaded this one from Shutterstock. Before we begin, if you want to know as soon as I upload new Photoshop tutorials, mash that subscribe button and please remember to click like. The first step is to crop our photo to a specific height and resolution in order to ensure that your result will look similar to mine. To do this, open your crop tool and at the top, click the Width, Height, and Resolution option. The width can be any amount, but make its height 1000 pixels and its resolution 150 pixels per inch. Drag a corner in or out and drag the photo to a position you like. If you want to angle your photo, go back to a corner and when you see a curved double arrow, rotate the image to an angle you like. Then press Enter or Return. To zoom back in, press Ctrl or Command and the plus key on your keyboard a few times, or press Ctrl or Command 0 to fill your visible canvas. Next, we'll remove the background from the photo. In version CC 2020 and later, open the Properties panel. If you don't see it, go to Window and Properties. Scroll down and click Remove Background. Photoshop analyzes the photo and makes a layer mask of the subject, thereby masking out the background. In CC 2018 and 2019, open your Quick Selection tool and click the Select Subject button. This makes a selection of your subject. If it missed any areas, just drag your Quick Selection tool over those areas. To remove areas of the selection, press and hold Alt or Option as you drag over them. To check your selection to see if you've missed anything, convert it into a quick mask by pressing Q on your keyboard. Revert it back by pressing Q again. In versions earlier than CC 2018, drag the tool over your subject to select it. Click the Layer Mask icon to make a layer mask of the selection. We'll make a new layer under the active layer by Ctrl or Command clicking the new layer icon. We'll fill it with a radial gradient, but before we do, we need to fill it with a color. The color is irrelevant. I'll fill it with my background color by pressing Ctrl or Command plus Delete. Double-click an empty area of the layer to open its Layer Style window. Click Gradient Overlay. Before we pick out colors, make the blend mode normal, the opacity 100%, and the style radial. The angle is 60 degrees, and I'll make the scale 125%, but feel free to adjust this later if you want. Click the gradient bar. For this example, I'll choose 3 colors for my gradient. However, feel free to use as many colors as you want for your pop art portrait. Click the lower left stop and the color box. Whatever color we pick will be the color that will appear directly behind our subject. I'll pick white. For its location, type in 40. You can always change it later if you want. We'll create a new stop by clicking below the bar, approximately here. For its location, type in 70. Click the color box and pick the next color. I already know the color I want, so I'll type it into the hexadecimal field. Click the lower right stop, and for its location, type in 90. Click the color box and pick the third color. Click OK on all the windows to close them, or you can press Enter or Return 3 times. We'll convert our visible image into a smart object so we can modify it non-destructively and replace it with another photo without having to redo the effects. To do this, Shift-click the top layer to make it active as well, and click the icon at the upper right. Click Convert to Smart Object. Make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl or Command J. Hide the copy and make the bottom layer active. Go to Filter and Filter Gallery. Open the Artistic folder and click Poster Edges. Make the edge thickness 2, the edge intensity 1, and the posterization 2. Make the top layer visible and active, and change its blend mode to soft light. Go to Filter, Pixelate, and Color Halftone. For now, let's set the maximum radius to 8 pixels and keep the screen angles at their default amounts. I like the size of these dots, but if you want to see how your image looks with larger or smaller dots, double-click Color Halftone in the Layers panel. It'll call back the Color Halftone panel. Type in a higher number for its maximum radius to see larger dots, and a lower number to see smaller dots. This is Marty from Blue Lightning TV. Thanks for watching.